Hello, everyone, and welcome to 100 Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host, Logan Landers, and today I'm breaking down my top 5 players in the SEC for 2022. So if you enjoy the list, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you don't, oh, hey, it's my list, but drop a comment anyways. Let me know your top 5, and we'd love to interact with you, of course. Check us out Facebook, YouTube, our podcast, Spotify podcast, iTunes, iHeartRadio, etc., for daily content. Go there, check us out. And let's get into the list right now. At number 5, my top 5 player is Mr. Jalen Carter from the national champion, the UGA Bulldogs. Jalen Carter, man, this dude is a monster. And the scary part is, he's on the line with we all know how good that Georgia defense was last year, right? We've talked so much about it. He finished with 8.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and also, I feel like it's something that people don't look at the most, 3 block kicks. Bro is a monster on special teams as well. So I've got him at number 5. He's going to benefit the most, I think, out of all the guys leaving Georgia. He gets to step up. And he got 6 tackles, 8 quarterback hurries, and a block kick against Michigan and Alabama combined. He only made 2 starts last year, folks, and he's already top 5. I mentioned what he did. He ranked third on the team with 8.5 tackles for loss behind the line of scrimmage. So 2022, man, I'm expecting a breakout year for this young man on the defensive line for the UGA Bulldogs. Jalen Carter, number 5 on my list. Number 4, I'm going with the wide receiver. I'm going with the man who is at LSU, go Tigers. Had a rough ending last year, season-ending injury, we all know. However, Kshawn Boutte, the wide receiver. 38 catches, 509, 9 touchdowns in just 6 games last year. Plus, we all know LSU won the greatest team last year. A little bit of a disappointing team. 13.4 yards per reception. Boy. And in 22, once he gets that, he's got that surgery, he's going to come back even healthier. I think that he's going to be one of the top wide receivers in the game, if not the, right? There's a lot of good receivers out there. But I think if this man can duplicate and get even better production like he did last year, watch out for this young man out of LSU, my number 4 pick. Number 3, we're going to see some familiar teams on this list, I'm just saying. Number 3 for me, I'm going with the sophomore tight end, Brock Bowers from Georgia. And Brock is an absolute monster, man. Freshman year, last season, 56 catches, 882 yards, and a record, 13 touchdowns. I mean, what more do you want from him? The guy has done amazing numbers for Georgia, and he's so young. I feel that people just kind of not forgot about him, but whenever he would make a big play last year, everyone would just kind of be there and realize, hey, this guy's for real. And of course I'm putting him on my list, number 3, because he's so young, he's fast. He's probably one of the fastest tight ends I've seen in some time. He's got speed to kill. He's a monster. Like I say, he set a Georgia touchdown record, for God's sake. So I got to put Brock in there at number 3. And I feel that with Stetson coming back, with him having 15.8 yards per reception last year as a true freshman, I think the world is his, and I think he could get 1,000 yards this year legit as a tight end if they utilize him correctly. So Brock Bowers, number 3 on my list, top 5 SEC players. Final 2, these tough ones here. I went back and forth on these 2 mostly, the longest. Number 2, I got the Heisman winner, Bryce Young. Now you might be asking yourself, hey, why do you have the Heisman winner at number 2? I'll get to number 1 in a minute. But go check out I did a list of top 5 SEC quarterbacks, top 5, top 10. Not so long ago. Go check that out on the channel. But Bryce Young, man, amazing, amazing player. What more can you say? Last year, right? He became the second. He's got a chance, right, to get the Heisman again. And last year threw 4,872 yards, 47 scores, 47 touchdowns, only 7 picks. That's unheard of. And the reigning Heisman is phenomenal. He's great against the pressure. Whenever it's crunch time against those tough teams, he comes up big. And I think that he's got a lot of hype around him this year. And he can really be – he really does have the potential to get the Heisman one more time. I really think so. And he's only going to get better. And he's got, like I say, he's got all the hype around him being a Heisman winner. And he's got a lot of accolades as well. So I've got him number 2 on my list, Bryce Young. Now, number 1 is a teammate of Bryce Young's. However, we're flipping it, though, to the defense. Number 1, up on the screen, you see him right there with the soaked jersey, putting in work. Will Anderson. Boy, is Will Anderson a freak of nature. And I mean that in the best way possible. I really do. This guy is so explosive. And just the way he's able to just get to the quarterback, to just run through players pretty much at ease. That's why I've got him at number 1 on my list. And I don't think I'm crazy for saying that, because Will Anderson is amazing. He led the nation last year with 17.5 sacks, 34.5 tackles for loss. And he could have won the Heisman. He had a legit chance to win the Heisman last year. Let's not forget that. On defense, which is rare, very rare. But he's played in his career, right, at Alabama. 28 career games, 41.5 tackles for loss, and 24.5 sacks. In only 28 games, that's unheard of. That's insane. I think, and I mean, obviously he's on my list, the best defense player in the game right now. Not just the SEC, but in all of college football coming in this season. And, bro, if he's healthy, if he has a healthy 22, he has another legit chance to get the Heisman. I think so. If he can duplicate what he did last year, I think he'll get it. If he does even better, he deserves it. So Will Anderson, number 1 on my list, top 5 players in the SEC. One more time, go through the list. Number 5, Jalen Carter. Number 4, Kshawn Boutte. Number 3, Brock Bowers. Number 2, Bryce Young. Number 1, Will Anderson. That's my top 5 list. Hope you like it. But if you don't agree with the selection, with if a player I missed out on, or the order, put it in the comments. We love to interact with fans. Positive, negative, we don't care. We love talking with y'all and interacting on each and every platform. Spotify, Apple Podcast, iTunes, Radio for the podcast, of course, Facebook and YouTube for the video portion of our episodes. Thank you all so much for subscribing, liking, sharing. Our numbers have been tremendous thanks to you. And like I said, we couldn't do any of this without y'all, without the fan support. So all of us here at 100 Football just thank y'all once again for the continued support, because we got a ton of amazing football content still coming each and every single week, getting ready for football season. I've been your host today, Logan Landers, talking about my top 5 players in the Southeastern Conference, the SEC, the premier in terms of conferences football. Have a tremendous day, everyone, and we will talk to you again on another live episode of 100 Yards of Football Sports.